Hi, hello, welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate some findings, maybe an open reading, maybe a channeled reading. Hopefully, it's a channeled reading. I'm getting some energy though, so we're going to dive deep here for a second. Okay, so this energy is the dark feminine, and it's specific. It's not the femme fatale, it's not the this, it's not the that. It's specifically an energy that wants to dominate a masculine energy. Now, let me be precise because I'm not talking about gender, assigned or identified. Masculine energy is extroverted, feminine energy is introverted. Doesn't mean that that if you have a female identified or assigned, that you're gonna not be extroverted. Some women are business owners while other men are homemakers. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? If feminine energy curves, masculine energy is more of a straight line. It's the expression and the orientation that I'm talking about. So feminine energy nurtures and creates, masculine energy takes action and directs. Feminine energy motivates and builds. Masculine energy literally commands, demands. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm talking about. There's this energy of one person that it appears to be feminine in the energy, but they're actually very dominant. And they're looking at somebody else, his masculine energy, trying to suppress, repress, trying to, you know, impose will over them. And it might be girl on girl, it might be older female on younger female. And honestly, I am getting the energy of this kind of feminine energy that is the dominant, dark feminine. They even have a crush on some of these feminine. So the thing that I'm talking about masculine and feminine is because sometimes there's an aspect of us that's independent. We don't really take guidance. We don't really solicit feedback. We're not waiting on what other people might say. We're not listening or tuning into wise counsel, wisdom. We're actually just going according to our own will, our own vision, our own drive, our own desire. Sometimes we're kind of what's called self-possessed, self-governed, self-guided, self-mastered, self-focused, self-oriented. Doesn't mean full of oneself. It doesn't mean self-obsessed. It doesn't mean self-absorbed. It means self-possessed. There's a very big difference between self-obsessed, self-absorbed, and self-possessed. This is just a self-guided, self-directed a person whose energy is within themselves. They're not looking all of a sudden outside energies to kind of guide. Now, it doesn't mean that if the will's been working for thousands of years, you reinvent the will. It doesn't mean that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is like sometimes we're not checking around, head on a swivel, looking for what other people think, say, do, have. Now, on the other end of why would somebody want to control, they need to have something to do, and it's a very much unhealed, unawakened, but a step deeper than that. This energy of the masculine, and it's not always masculine. For most of us, it's not. For most of us, when I'm talking about the masculine, it's us. But what I'm talking about is specifically the part of us that's independent. We have our own vision. We have our own drive, our own desire. It's the part of us that's independent. It's the part of us that's a little bit rebellious, not in a reckless sense, none of those negative connotations when I'm referring to us right now. Okay, so I just need to be specific as well because everybody has a masculine and a feminine. Everybody has an introverted, extroverted. Everybody has an action oriented side and a nurturing, creative side. Okay, so it's really somebody, you know, imposing, impinging, trying to impugn, impeach. Literally, it's like somebody wants to push us out of the way in our own life and live it for us because they have a better idea for what we got going on than ourselves. When sometimes that may be true, but we got to learn, we got to have experiences, we've got to arrive at conclusions. And basically, wisdom is knowledge that can be applied, which means it's been experienced. So that's just another thing too, because trying to protect or prevent somebody from an experience is another form of manipulation. And sometimes the people that are our first bully or our closest bully, or the bullies that have the most significant impact, at least, are the people incredibly close to us, especially caregivers like mothers or teachers. Does that make sense? Now, this is not somebody who's benevolent. This is somebody who's malignant. At the very least, they might even be malicious and malignant. We don't know yet, but there's some malevolence here. And what I'm really truly generally picking up is they need to find them something to do. They're unhealed, unawakened, and they've imposed and supposed and projected their ish onto us. Now they're minding our business instead of minding their own. And there's a difference between having curiosity, investigation, examination, between wanting to guide and, but the start to that is to say, hey, I see you got something going on there. Could you help me understand your intentions? Could you help me understand what your needs are? How can I support you in what you're doing? Because I'm over here on the outside. I'm over here on the sidelines. I'm over here on the periphery, watching what you got going on, watching how you're showing up, watching what you're doing, and I got some concerns. There's a difference between that and all of the drama that comes with all the haterade and the energy and the opposition and the supposition and the adversarial and the enmity. No. Okay, so this is why I'm saying I don't know if it's going to be open reading, I don't know if it's going to be channel reading, because I know what we're going to talk about. Let's hope the energy comes up, because that's what I'm getting. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Go ahead and smash that like button. Vertex of Abundance is a galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. Okay, if anything that is said resonates deeply with you, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Okay, if you want to get more information, like book a session or energy like that, this energy will be in the show notes. Sometimes it's called the about section. Sometimes it's the description box or whatever, or what have you. This is a very, very dark energy. It's one of exceptional oppression. It's almost like we're being put under a bunch of pressure. They want to create this hell box, really, for us, hurt locker. And they literally want to impose some type of generational curse. So they may expect us to be limited in the way that they were, or to have the burdens that they did, or to take on the burdens that they did. But the thing is, sometimes people are weighed down because they choose to be weighed down. 10 of Wands with the Empress, and it is some kind of dark feminine here. Because even though they have this rank, which makes them, I don't know, the matriarch, the auntie, the guidance, the whatever, the what have you, they might not be full of love. They might not be full of grace. They might not be happy, merry, and gay. They might be rusty, dusty, musty, and crusty. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Because on our end, we are this golden goose. So it doesn't matter what you got going on, whatever we've got, doesn't matter what they got going on, whatever we got going on, we've cultivated bigger, brighter, and better. Or we doing the thing, you hear what I'm saying? And it's making them feel some kind of way. They want acknowledgement for an achievement, but they want it from us instead of from the world. Listen, if you got a lie to kick it, if you got to go around saying that you got all these things and those things aren't speaking for themselves, you really need to sit down, be humble. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So did I say this? Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands, Empress, Queen of Pentacles. So that is also our material abundance, our material life, our security. 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Strength card. Yeah, so somebody is trying to repress, suppress, oppress, depress us, but it's not happening. It's not working. We keep rising to the occasion. We keep walking through, coming through the energy. We keep handling up. It's almost like we're converting or transmuting this energy into something that's useful for ourselves. Also, over the next kind of couple few weeks leading towards the 30th, so leading on towards the Aries new moon, there's going to be some shifts and changes. Mainly, we're going to be seated in our own abundance. We're going to actually have access to our spiritual inheritance, which may be part of this narrative here. Something is complete and culminating. We have a pair of tens. Could be from strength to wisdom, emotional fortitude, high priestess, queen of cups, star card here. With the knight of wands, so it's almost as if somebody stole a gift or tried to swap a destiny. And before the universe corrects this wrong that happened, they're trying to benefit from it. It's like somebody stole our inheritance and they want to spend it all down before the judge makes them give it back or something like that. It's kind of like how this is reading. And a part in that example, that's, arbitrary, but that's what came to mind. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but it could be some similar sideways abstract version of what I just said. Five of Pentacles here, Ace of Swords. I mean, there's some truth to what I just said. Two of Wands and Four of Pentacles. So this is what's going on. Somebody tried to bury us. They didn't realize we were a seed. Then they tried to suppress us in some kind of way. They didn't realize that we were indestructible. Then what they did is try to mirror our magic, and they didn't know that it opened up a door for them to get stripped. Because with our anointing, or with our spirit, karma, life path, destiny, or with our calling on our life, it comes with certain battles, but it also comes with certain blessings. In fact, our blessings were given to grant us whatever tools we need to win whatever battles we agreed to fighting before we were born. So if before we came here, we already had some kind of road carved out for us, or path cleared for us, and somebody else who's supposed to be on a different path, equipped for a different battle, tries to come over and fight our battle, it may not go well for them. Yeah, they may be able to steal our man, they may be able to steal our destiny, they may be able to steal our gifts, but with that comes certain attacks, comes certain experience, comes certain functions and faculties that they might not possess. They might not have the character or the qualities or the characteristics that enable them to be successful on that journey, because we've been trained over lifetime after lifetime. And yeah, okay, they did whatever. I don't know what that is. I don't care to know. It probably will make itself known relatively soon. But this is also saying what comes with this is being out in the cold. They're not a warrior in a way where they're going to walk the lonely road. They need to be around people, but they're getting shunned. Some of our path required solitude, and actually we thrive in solitude. This energy doesn't. This energy needs to be celebrated. This energy needs to be loved. This energy needs to be adored. They need to be, high worth, high value, high achievement, but also high deservedness, which they're not. They also need to be high vibrational, bigger, brighter, and better than everybody else, receiving affection, adoration, appreciation, acknowledgement. It's not what's happening to them. What it is like, they did something, it was partially successful, but now all the experiences with that station that they're sitting in, they tried to steal our destiny, but they were not prepared or trained to fight our battles. In the battles, the experiences come with the gift, come with the calling, come with the anointing. So yeah, there is this suppressive, repressive, oppressive, depressive, obsessive, projective energy upon us. There is this energy of stay down, get back in that box. I'm gonna force you into this little pigeonhole. I'm gonna make you suffer. How dare you not have our family curse, or how dare you walk around as if you have joy in your heart and a smile on your face? How dare you be blessed by the divine? How dare you have innate, beautifully refined gifts that you were born with? How dare you have a calling on your life? Who do you think you are? That's kind of what this energy is. And they went so much further than what I just said. They actually went to try to divert it. They studied very hard to see exactly when, exactly how, and what divine channels, kind of like ley lines, what spiritual cords or what little highway from spirit into matter was the blessing going to take on? And then they sat there on the highway, ready to light it up, ready to do some type of dragnet the moment that it started to come through. So they were able to divert, not everything, because they're also upset that since they can't use our gifts, we're not suffering without these gifts. So they thought, I don't know another way to say that, but it wasn't entirely accurate. They thought we would be suffering either depressed or down in the dumps because something that was for us didn't get to us yet. It's just delayed. So, this example happens a lot. A girl will see you happy with somebody, a friend, a boss, a lover, whatever, what have you. And then they'll try to steal that friend or that lover, thinking that the moment they have that friend or lover, they're going to be happy like you were. And you're actually better off without that person. Or somebody will do you dirty thinking that once they backstab you or betray you, that you're going to be all frazzled. And then you thrive without that person or thing. Saint of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yeah, they were trying to break our heart. Page of Cups. That was their goal. They also want to strip us. Do something where we're in an emotional state where we could be fed upon by the spiritual world. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. That wasn't going to happen. Ha 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 ha. Nigwa ha ha. I just heard that. Oh, ha, 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 ha. So it's like, jokes on you kind of deal. We have an Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. We'll be deliberating the findings from the This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rotman. And this is by Luminal 11 Publishing. Also here, we have the Pop of Love Oracle by Vibe About It Tarot, and that's through Etsy. And then if any pairings come out, we'll be using this Cosmic Coven Tarot by Lillian Lazenby over at Ripe Avocado Publishing. And for any correlative energies, corresponding energies, we'll be using the Daily Oracle by Vila Sibila. That is over at Los Carabello Publishing. So we start off with the wheel turning backwards. A little bit of a reversal of some kind. The fives make everything near in reverse. So this Two of Wands in reverse. That's a failure to get things started in the right way. That's also making the wrong choice or not having enough choices. It's kind of like the only bad choice is having one choice. So Five of Pentacles, Star card. I said differently. Star card in reverse. Pessimistic more. A lack of faith, hope, optimism. It's more about being guided by sight, not by faith, or it's about losing or having depleting or yet to hit or yet to register or yet to, exert influence. It might be that somebody doesn't have a spirit of service, that they're not as benevolent as they're coming off of, or they need to tune into, tap into, dig into that energy a little bit more, because ultimately they're not fruitful. They're lacking what's the word is fecundity, not fertility, fecundity. When things come towards them, they don't multiply. They actually go there to die. That's this person's energy. So it doesn't matter if she's stealing other people's gifts, they're being cursed the moment they enter her hands. Because there was some kind of bubble burst here, Five of Cups and R, and so it's saying that we have yet to secure the position that we want, that we might be becoming a little bit less rigid, but it's because we needed to secure some kind of position, and we need to go back towards something. There is a failed destiny swap here. It's almost like some entity, ideology got us to kind of divert our attention from some calling on our life for a while and to go out there and pursue other things. And we need to show back up. We need to assert our birthright, which just means we were blessed in a certain kind of way with a certain type of anointing, and we need to put that gift out into the world. That's how our destiny will be intact. Yeah, maybe we took a pivot. Yeah, maybe we're doing a few things instead of that just one thing. That's however long that's going to take, okay. But it's the not using our gift, because that gift brought in a spot for us. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. I will go make a room for you. So a spot was held for us in some kind of way. And it's not the Four of Wands, which is where we get celebrated. It's the Four of Pentacles. So it's saying that we need to secure some kind of position. We need to get rigid in our demeanor and boundaries. We have to. Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, that's needing to secure or hold on to something. Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands, that's desiring to erect some kind of foundation or to navigate through purgatory. Because Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, that's weighing up one's choices, weighing up one's options. The thing about this is that the Page of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, we're feeling left out, or we're feeling destitute, or we're feeling degraded because there's been some type of hardship. This person, this energy, their gifts are being shut down, turned off because of how they did, what they're about, how they roll. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. That's feelings attached to something. See, we're holding on to a bunch of potentiality and a foundation that's really well laid, while this other side is slipping. Whatever they put in place, whatever strategy, agenda, tactic, motive that they have, it's not going to continue further because we figured something out, mainly about ourselves. There were a lot of delays before we started this journey that we're going to be on soon. Unfortunately, we had to get uncomfortable before we started making decisions and taking action. So we're going to break out, break free. We're going to bust out of this little hold that's been put on us. It's not binding. It's not. We're going to allow our energy to increase in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. And this person, they did all the good things on the surface, but the moment you look before the surface, it unravels. I'm still here. I'm just counting. This High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles, let's check into that. I'm hearing that no one to hold them, no one to fold them. Okay, so here's what's up. We're fine with this person as long as they think we don't know who they really are, what they're really doing. Because there's jealousy here. They want what we were promised by the divine. They're upset that we have more anointing than them, or favor, or things come easier to us, or whatever. And honestly, we need to break up with this individual. Something will happen that will break us up. What's this pair of aces? Yeah, because they're never going to try to be in some kind of union with us. They work on trying to be, one up us. And that's everything that they put into is to convince themselves that they're better than us. The pair of fives here have created some type of, we've depleted into chaos, the uh, pre-chaos, let's say, because this interaction that we have with this energy is more, let me say it this way. We have found strength, courage, and wisdom. We have found emotional fortitude. We are secure in the self. And there's an energy here that wants to block any type of unconditional love, compassion, tolerance that we have. It's almost like they need, or this energy needs to see us in some kind of, hateful, embittered energy. It's almost as if that'll justify whatever for them. I don't know what that means. But honestly, the union that we possess with this individual is they are a wonderful example of how not to be. They're acting effectively as an example of what happens when you get stuck in your ways and you don't change or evolve and you don't open up your heart to love. What is this pair of queens, please? Because they don't want us to have money and they don't want us to have love. That's literally because they think they won't have access to us then. But that means that they're not offering enough. And this is a competitive energy. See that five of wands? So we're chosen and have favor, and they've only been able to successfully fight at taking things away from other people. There's a six of, excuse me, there's a hot wheel of fortune with the nine of cups that talks about favor. Yeah, here's the deal. We have love coming down the road, and some energy here that's really fixated on us, kind of obsessed with us, is trying to block it. It's not just that, they're watching our gate, studying what we have coming to us more than they study themselves. We also have a pair of tens here. I got to check that. Yeah, so they lost their window a couple few times. This energy wasn't had a couple opportunities to do something. And the thing is that this energy would lie in wait thinking that it had our number, but the moment they would show their hand even ever so slightly, the reality would like of what the truth really was would come up. So they kept getting left out, getting left out, getting left behind. They kept losing. It wasn't really a battle, but this energy wanted to one up us in some kind of way, really, so that we would give alms to them, feel inferior or something like that. And it's not like we can't see them truly and that they don't have whatever to offer. It's more the ego, the insinuation, the imposition. When you project your energy at a person that way, we totally, fawn all over them if it felt authentic, but there's something about this energy that feels very uncomfortable to us. I'm checking on this pair of aces. That's a love connection. Okay, so remember I started the reading talking about the masculine and the feminine. We have the feminine here. So let me just talk to you about what it says. Compassionate, love, life, soft, understanding, insight, empathy, creation, birth, renewal, healing, restoration, acceptance, connection, oneness, receptivity, nurturing, and growth. I'm working on my divine feminine side. I know I need to be more nurturing, understanding, and compassionate towards myself and others. I want to be more soft and loving, especially towards you. Inner child healing. They feel left out and they're obsessed with us and they are attracted to us. Fourth one in. So it's the way it's looking as somebody is coveting us. The way that the energies work out with the directionality and everything. There's some energy out there that is coveting us. They either want us to want to be us. This was a oh, we have a double page. What was this pair of pages? Yeah, so we're learning a couple few things, and that is going to give us some kind of mastery over something, probably a practical skill. This is either in community or it's a coven that gets together regularly and project energy our way. It was more witchcraft. They're trying to destroy things that we got going on, but I don't know who this or is. He didn't give a lot of information with that, like usual. We had a cups and a pentacles, but fire and air came out for the zodiac sign, so there was no way to pin down what we had going on. And it was the same for the pages too. With the queens and the pages, they were the same suit and everything. So we are in a coveted position, and there's jealousy here. And there's some energy around that is attacking us, but some of the attacks were to foster like a likeness, a kindness. They wanted to get closer. Other attacks were to destroy what we had going on. There is the idea that if we were lower to the ground, they'd be able to come in and offer some kind of aid. So they want to wound us so that they can, nurture and heal our wounds. That's some diabolical-ish. Um, and then there is some dissent and discord. So this energy is not to be trusted. What they will do is be a spiritual third wheel. They will usurp or block our blessings. They're a cloud that prevents the flowers from growing as best as they can. And that's really what this is. We want to move forward and we have to. We have to leave this energy behind. Until we meet again, until we read again, Namaste, Dhanava, and Ashe. This is a quick dedication of merit to all those still lost out there, to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in the seas of time, lost somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine, in unconditional love and universal oneness. Ho'oponopono, we love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. Until we meet again, until we meet again, Namaste, Dhanava, and Ashe. Sayonara, Das Vidanya. Have Take good care. Bye-bye.